Hello everybody, this is Chris, the lottery guy. Today's video where I'm doing the 646, the results from last night, and 171 was the results from last night's drawing. Total out to be 9 on the sum. And if you look right here, this is the way it's located on the pattern. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 date sum numbers, and it bounced off of this bottom one on the left hand side, the 171. But in the patterns last night that I had on my list, I did not have that pattern on my list. So that was a missed pattern for me because I did not have it on this sheet of paper here. But I just added that on. If you guys miss a pattern, just like I do, I write it in. I wrote in that pattern, and now we have the pattern on there. So if it comes up again the next time, that number will be on our list in that pattern group. So with that being said, that was a miss last night, and this was a miss also on the 646 strategy on the 3X pattern. What I'm going to do on that area is I am going to discontinue doing that strategy on the 3X pattern because after being brought to my attention, and me not paying close enough attention to the details on how you can place your bets. If you look right here, and you this is the sheet on there, sheet in Mississippi, the exact any 6-way or the exact any 3-way. It would be easier to bet in that category whenever you want to pick that many numbers, because it covers exact and any way. It covers both of those. So if you hit a number and there, it's going to cover it, and if you hit exact, it's going to pay you the big amount, which is going to be $290 on the 6-way, and if you do exact on the 3-way, it would pay $330. Then right here you will see the $40 it would pay you if it hits in any order, or if it's a double, it'll pay you $80 in any order. So that to me is the best way to go. So I am going to discontinue this pattern because the way I was doing it is I was going to try to cover at least 3 numbers, which was going to cost a whole lot more money. It costs a whole lot more money to do it this way than what it would to do it the way on the back of the slip, on the exact anyway. So with that being said, I'm going to discontinue that pattern strategy on that and probably move on to something different, with some other kind of strategy that may be more beneficial than that. With that being said, these are going to be the numbers for today. With that being the numbers for today, we have a total of 41 numbers on the orange side. It's going to be below 10 some and above 19 some. There's going to be 41 numbers on that. And then we're going to have 69 numbers over here on between 10 and 19 some. That's quite a few numbers because we had quite a few date sums. If you look right here, we had 4 date sums. I like it better whenever you get down there to where you've got 1 date sum or 2 date sums. Sometimes you can just pick your battles on these to where you got less date sums, where it helps you out more. The more you have, the more money you're going to have to spend to cover out all the numbers that come in between the patterns. And of course, we know it can fall in any direction it wants to fall. So let's see here. Let me look on the list. On the previous days, we had right here, Yet last night's drawing, 171, totaled out to be 9. Okay, that's going to be in the orange. If you see there, see last night yesterday when I done the video, it was 3 days in the blue. And I said I didn't know which way it was going to go. Well, it went back over to the orange. So here lately, if you can get 3 days in the blue, that's doing really well. Even though it flipped over into orange last night, it's kind of hard to tell which way it's going to go back to next. But I always like to think it's going to land and stay there maybe one day and then go back to the blue. But I can't hardly know that for sure. But we have a few numbers that's in the past due list. If you see right here, the number 24 sum is in the past due list, and that would fit over here in the category of the below 10 and above 19. And we have the number 24 right here, 789. So that's way past due on that one. So right now, you guys can go whichever way you want to go, with the orange side or blue side. That's whichever side you decide to choose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of split mine up. I'm going to do a little bit on the orange side and a little bit on the blue side. I can't cover 69 numbers anyhow. So last night I did buy $30 worth of tickets last night. Yeah, all the ones that I have checked right here yesterday on the green checks, that's the ones that I bought last night. Spent about 30 bucks on those and did not hit because I had the missed pattern on that one. But if you guys want to maybe write these numbers down on some of those or all of them, however you want to do it, I hope you can see this pretty clear. I'm trying to hold the camera pretty still to where if you wanted to write those down, give you a few minutes to do that. And maybe we may have a winner out of this tonight, since we got so many patterns. What I'm hoping to do is do a video on the 317, to where I can come up with a bunch of patterns on that. Because I know a lot of people like the 317 pattern, well, not pattern, rundown. They like the 317 rundown, and I thought that may work out good to do that. And right now, we have other people in different states that's doing this pattern, 151 patterns in different states, and it's working for them also. So I would say this would be a good all-state way of doing things on the pattern list, because you know as well as anybody, if you're doing the same rundown, the patterns are going to go basically the same because you're going to have the same numbers. The only thing that will change is your numbers in your rundown, but the patterns is probably going to follow pretty close the same way, no matter which state you're in. So I hope everyone has had enough time to get some of these numbers down if they want to buy those. And if you will, like and subscribe, and thank you very much.